Hey guys, it's CarGuy11. Welcome to another CarGuy11 Live. And I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas yesterday and have some time off and maybe can join tonight. So excited to have you on board. And I also have a special guest tonight. CarGirl11 is here.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here.
So she's going to help out with the comments, and also we're going to do a year in review. So basically, go through all the videos this past year, and it was quite a year. So we'll slowly go through them, and any questions you guys have, definitely bring them up as we talk about different videos or just in general anything tonight. It's we'll just have some fun, grab a drink, and enjoy yourself. And definitely introduce yourselves on the chat. And we already got one. Who's this, CarGuy11?
We have one. Dean. Dean, hello. Glad you're here.
What's up? How's it going? Yeah, so we're gonna we do have a couple news stories. I have two news stories. Not a huge news week, of course, with the holidays, but I do want to talk about those before we get into the year in review. So why don't we start there? I'm gonna share my screen, and this one is actually pretty interesting for you Jeep fans out there. So FCA is rumored to bring back the inline six, and this is pretty exciting for Jeep fans, young and old, who remember the six in the Wranglers, of course, also in the early Grand Cherokees and several models. But it was a great torque monster engine, very reliable, and basically got killed off for emissions and better fuel economy, of course. But that's pretty exciting to hear. They're going to bring it back. It's most likely going to be turbocharged, and it's also, they're saying here, it's going to beat the Hemi power rating. So unfortunately, it could spell the end for the Hemi, but I kind of feel like it's not. I feel like the Hemi will just grow in power, and this will still be the base engine, but pretty exciting nonetheless. Straight sixes are very balanced engines, and of course BMW uses them, and always great engines. So see, there's a couple.
Yeah, Matt. Hi, Matt. How are you? Dean said, love the trip on the West Coast. It's on his bucket list.
Awesome, and we're going to talk about that tonight, some of the in the year in review videos. Yep.
And Applejack, sorry I'm late to the party. Just got the notification. Did I miss anything?
No,
Not
actually, yeah, we just started tonight. So actually, you're on time, Applejacks. I know you were missed the last couple, but yeah, you're good. You're good. So any Jeep fans want to talk about that straight six, go ahead. But the next story is going to be C8 related again. So what we have, we talk about which tires?
The tires on the Jeep.
Oh,
sure.
What we have to talk about the C8 this time, and last week, actually the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we've been talking about it being delayed, about it not showing up at Detroit, and now we're seeing reports of the C8 being launched next summer at a dedicated event. So not a car show. It's going to be a Chevy dedicated event, which is, yeah, it's kind of disappointing because I am planning to go to Detroit, and I could go to any of the other auto shows. Now, if they have a dedicated event, that's where it becomes difficult for me, because I don't get invited to those kind of things, and I'm really going to try to get invited, but that's going to be tough for me to get in there. There is a possibility, though, for yeah, and Dean just brought up Corvette Museum, and the Corvette Museum event he's talking about is the birthday bash, which I actually have up here as well. And the birthday bash is at the end of April. It's every year. And it definitely could be introduced here. This is April 25th through 27th. It is a public event, so I could go, and anyone can go. The problem I see with this is not much media goes to this. So yes, they could be there. To have it released here, though, would be surprising to me. I think they would release it before this and then have it at the Corvette Bash, because otherwise there's going to be very little to talk about at this 2019 Bash, because they always talk about the next model year. So if it's not released yet, they're really not going to have much to talk about. So I'm a little up in the air. I don't know what you guys think. It could be, like I said, a totally private event. They did that with Camaro this past year. They did it private event with the Silverado last year, right before the Detroit Auto Show. So I'm not sure what they're up to. I just hope I'm able to attend. So let me hear what you guys said and a couple more comments.
Like Little Uzi's album, the C8 will never release.
Yeah, well,
let's hope not.
Yeah, I know it's been delayed. Like last week, we was talking about 6-month delay, but it'll be released. It's just, yeah, we don't know.
We were hoping for New York.
Yeah, I was thinking New York because New York is when it was introduced in 1953, I believe. So it could, it could coincide with that. But New York is also, when is New York? I think it's in the mid-April. So you know what? It could be at New York and then it show up at this bash at the end of April. So that's also definitely another possibility. So
another comment by Matt. Little Uzi is a rapper and his album has been teased for a while now and has not been released yet. I think there was a little typo. Yeah, it's possible, but all this hype, I think they need to release it soon.
Yeah, we're all waiting for it. We're all waiting for it for sure. So all right, well, that's all the news stories I had. You guys could definitely keep chiming in. I'm gonna talk about
hello, Dave.
Thanks for joining us, Dave. You can also tell us what you drive, if you're your current driver, or where you're. Another good one is where you're watching from. That's always nice to know.
And a favorite video from the year.
Favorite video would be a good one as well.
Carl, thanks for joining us. I'm Matt, and just like the Browns to be good. Hello. Carl said, wonder if some will leave the vet for 9/11.
Well, some could be me, but we're not going to talk about that. But
oh, Dean says he has a 2015 Z51.
Oh, nice.
He must be from Tallahassee.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely tell us where you guys are from.
Dave, fellow Z51 in Pittsburgh. Hi, Dave.
Oh, cool.
Close by, and in Toledo now. Maybe visiting.
Sweet. Yeah, close by, and Toledo is the Jeep town, so good there. There's another one.
Oh, Carl.
Come on, CarGuy11, stay on top of these.
There's a lot of comments tonight.
This is hard. This is hard.
This is good. So Carl, I'm not sure what he said. He's from Alabama. Dean, go Steelers. Yeah, we hope they do well. Matt, Yins. I don't know what he said. Yins Tan.
Yeah, Yins for Pittsburgh, I guess.
All right. And Philip. Philip's here from the Villages in Florida.
Oh, yeah, we know that place.
I know some areas. 2017 C7. Applejacks. Of course, I got the 05 C5. 13 Grand Sport 3LT Coupe. And the mom has the 14 Stingray. Nice. Premier edition.
And Applejack just sent me a picture of those. So all beautiful cars.
Nice. Ronnie Owens. Hi. Thanks for joining us. From Kentucky. Matt. He said bad Pittsburgher. Dave outside Aliquippa. So a little bit north of us. I just go to Toledo for work. Okay.
All right.
And
R&R.
A little rest and relaxation. And Matt, I'm not even from here.
Matt, I think, is from, I want to say Virginia, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, Ron says, hi, have you information on the A8 transmission problems? I have a 2017 GS with 8,000 miles. No problems yet, but worries me.
I haven't heard of any. Well, I know the early A8s did have problems. In fact, little known fact, Street Speed 717, Mike had an auto in the early days of his channel. I followed him then, and he had, I think, 2 transmission replays in it, and then he went with the manual. So the early ones definitely had issues. 2017 though, you should be good. You should be good.
And Dave says my 2016 A8 hasn't had anything yet. So, and Carl, I have a transition problem on the 17 GS.
Oh, you do? Okay. What? Yeah, I'm not sure. The torque converter, maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments.
Matt's from DC, and oh, Maryland. Yeah, we were just in DC.
Yeah.
In fact. Funny story is CarGuy11 was driving my Jeep when I had the problem with it on the way back from DC. So
it couldn't have been me. Let's see. Oh, Carl said they changed the fluid and still problems on his auto fluid. And then Ron says, thanks. That makes me feel so much better that his car is going to be okay. Carl's car has 14,000 miles. And I think that's it.
All right. All right.
Let's go to the year.
Yeah, we're going to start the year. And it started off Corvette related. So the first video of 2018 was Tech's Grand Sport. First time in the Grand Sport. Very similar car to mine. But, you know, all the Z06 bodywork, larger wheels and brakes and tires. Cool car. It's definitely a great bang for your buck if you want to get that track performance, but still have the power level of a Stingray. Also, you're not going to have to worry about overheating and all that, where the Z06, you may run into that. But it was cool this year. I got to drive lots of C7s, and we'll get to that as we go on. But that was a cool car. Next video was Snowcross, and I hope they bring this back this year. This was autocross in the January, so it was snow covered. It was in my Jeep. I took it to pit race autocross. I want it to be this year again because I have new tires, and if it's totally snow covered, I want to see how these new tires perform. So that'll be exciting. The next one was Detroit Auto Show. You know, that's early in January, and I'll be going this year. Last year did not go, but we did do a live stream, and those are always fun. And of course, we'll do one on this year's. So, and then we get into, there was a World of Wheels show in Pittsburgh. It's a custom show, and yeah, so I went last year, made a video. First time made a video there. And can you read this?
I will.
Yeah, don't just respond.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a fun custom show, and yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. And of course, the Pittsburgh Auto Show comes every year.
Okay, so Applejack said, I really enjoy the video of your camera setup along with the third video of your trip through Zion Park. I know you like that. Glad to see CarGuy11 participating in the broadcast. It was a little under protest, but yes, I am.
She's doing okay.
I'm trying. I'm not used to this. Blue said, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you also. Matt said he got a ride in the P90 Ludicrous a couple weeks ago. I asked them what's their daily driver.
Oh, that's a Tesla. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I've been in a Tesla. I haven't done the ludicrous mode or anything like that.
James, thanks for joining us from North Dakota.
Oh, nice.
Has a 2015 V6 Cherokee trailer with
Trailhawk.
I'm sure he meant Trailhawk with 71,000 miles and a new transmission.
Oh, he has a new transmission. I haven't had to. Wow, my transmission isn't great shifting, but I haven't had to replace it or anything.
And then Matt said that thing was unbelievably fast.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, those Teslas are sick.
We have so many near us also. Ronnie Owen Sr., my 2017 Z06, 9,000 miles only. And James said, yeah, that was the Trailhawk.
All right, we're going to continue on here. Yeah, just as they come up, CarGuy11, you can
interrupt you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the next video was an interview with JA's channel, and he asked me all kinds of questions about how I got into cars and how I got into YouTube and all that. That was actually a really good video. Not a lot of people watched it, but it's a good one if you're interested.
Philip has said his daily driver is a golf cart 2014.
Probably at the village. Yeah, nice. You know what? Those are I've been there actually, and I've seen those souped up. There's some are like Ferraris and stuff. So that's pretty funny. The next videos, they were from Chicago, I believe, because this was the VW Arteon, which I haven't seen yet. Is this coming out or what? When is this one coming out? I have not seen these yet. That was released at Chicago. And then we did an interview with the chief engineer of the 2019 Bullet. So that was pretty cool. That's what's neat about these shows. Sometimes we get to talk to some of the engineers and stuff, and they go over the car and stuff. And Autonut really helped me out with this interview, and you know, Autonut lives in Chicago, so he attended with me and helped me with this interview. Also, we got to see the 2019 Cherokee in person for the first time. I did not go to Detroit, and that's where it was released last year, but we got to see it in Chicago, and I made a video about the appearance.
Oh, and Matt said he was just in Florida and he saw way too many 2019 Camaros for his liking.
Yeah, the 2019. I know CarGuy11 is interested in
I like the Camaros.
But what do you think of the 2019 styling?
They're okay. I like the 18 better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which one did we drive?
That was an 18. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like the 18. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
See.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here's something.
Okay, let's continue on here. And speaking of Tesla, I made a video on the Model 3. And this was while we were in Chicago when the Model 3 was just coming out, one of the first in the country here. And I made a video about the wheel covers that it has. So that it's a pretty funny video. It actually got picked up on several websites. 3.5 thousand views, not the most amount of views, but it did get picked up in some foreign websites and stuff like that because I made fun of the wheel covers it had. So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Matt says he likes the 16 to the 18.
Yeah,
I agree.
For sure.
I agree.
And then I got to ride in Chicago inside. They have an off-road course. The first time riding in the new Jeep Wrangler JL. And I mean, you can't tell too much from the off-road course, but it was cool to see it in person. And well, actually, I saw it in person in LA. I got to go to LA last year. That was in November. But this was the first time riding in it. So.
Oh, Ron says, I'm glad the C7 stole the tail light design from the Camaros. I can't believe many people still wanted the old round tail lights. I'm not sure if I have a preference. What about you, car guy?
I like the old tail lights better. I'm glad the C7 stole the tail light design from the Camaros.
I didn't realize they stole it.
I can't believe many people still want an old. Oh yeah. I was thinking you were talking about the 2019 Camaros changed. I think they're like an oval or something like that. But yeah, I still like the older, the 16, 18 Camaros, and of course I like the new C7 tail lights. All right. Also in Chicago, I saw the Lamborghini Urus first time in person. And pretty cool to see that. Not something that I'm ever gonna want to buy, but was pretty neat. Tom is here. Tom Gear is here.
Oh, Tom came to see me. Hi, Tom. I understand. I like this one. I think this one should be mentioned.
Okay, we're getting there.
Okay.
Oh, this is a video on the new ZR1 engine.
Which one?
This was the 2019 ZR1 LT5.
Yeah, LT5.
Yeah, which they called the LT5. What is it? I'm drawing a blank now.
Hi,
700.
Hi, Dell. Our girl Dell's there watching.
Oh, and Autonuts on
Autonuts now. Hi, Autonut. How are you? We hope to see you in Chicago soon. I'm trying to get an invite.
All right. So now, yeah. So we saw the new ZR1 engine. I did a walk around of the engine, the LT5, the new LT5. For some reason, I can't off the top of my head remember the power. Is it 755 or something? Help me, somebody.
No, nobody said anything yet. I'm gonna see.
Also, then we get into the Geneva Auto Show. We did a live stream, and that, of course, is in Switzerland. So, you know, we didn't attend that one. No one attended that one. But I'm actually looking forward to Geneva this year because I'm looking forward to see if the Cayman GT4 is there. So I'm kind of looking forward to Geneva. I obviously won't be there, but
Blue says, doing any more mods this summer? I just bought a 2018 Grand Sport Arctic White. I like that color. Only put 2,100 kilometers on it yet. I am from Newfoundland, Canada.
Oh, nice. Thanks for watching from Canada.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, there will be some mods. I actually have a mod in my garage right now. I'm kind of waiting because I can't really drive it right now, and it's a I guess you could say power mod. So I kind of want to do a before and after. So I'm waiting till spring. But we'll see what happens.
And then Dean said, "Oh, it's 755 horsepower."
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Thank you, Dean.
Yep. And yeah. So let's keep going here. What's next? All right. So we talked about Geneva. Okay. Oh, this is then we say goodbye to the Corvette. And if you remember, this was stemming from the deer strike. This was on video. Chad and I, well, Chad was driving. We did a car swap. I drove Chad's Camaro. He drove my C7, and we hit a deer when he was driving. So it was at the end of the season that year before, and I took it in for, they tried to finish it up quickly before, I had to put it away for the winter. And when I got it out, the paint had cured and it was still, I saw cracks in it, stuff like that. It had to go back into the body shop. So it wasn't pretty much a month, right at the beginning of the season. So I didn't have it right at the beginning of the season. So that's why we said goodbye to it.
Dan of New Jersey, happy holidays to you, Car Girl.
To you and CarGuy11.
And CarGuy11. Thank you. Same to you.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, he's been a long time viewer. So
and Dean said a deer hit his wife's Lexus earlier in February. Sorry to hear that. I really like the Lexus. I was looking for that to be my next car. Very nice. Tom says I liked the what?
Tom Gear, CarGuy11 Tom Gear Adventures. You should do more of those. Yeah, we did have a good time on the cross-country trip for sure.
Okay. Autonut says, still love the slow-mo replay of the deer flipping on passenger side. Funny, but then not funny.
Yeah,
that was wow.
It was a great footage. Unfortunately, I got a lot of backlash over that. From the animal lovers out there.
Okay.
So,
right.
I mean, it's hard. It's life. I mean, I had the footage. I mean, it was cool to.
You're always taping, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was dash cam footage. I mean, we were taping a video actually, but I have it on the dash cam. But yeah, I mean, sorry if I offended anyone with that, but
that was wild footage.
It was.
Tom says animals are tasty. I don't think Adele agrees.
Yeah.
What video are we on? Oh, we took off.
Okay, so this next one was the 2019 Ram pickup. We talked to the engineer at the Chicago Auto Show. Another good one. Autonut and Tom Gear was there as well, and we talked to him about all the new features, the electric assist system and the air springs, all that. The new Ram is awesome. I mean, it's really nice. I mean, if I were to get a truck, it would be the Ram, but I'm not a pickup person. But I thought that was a really cool to see all the engineering behind it.
And then Autonut says, really, that's a shame. Sorry to mention.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. The next one was a loaner I had while the Corvette was in the body shop, and that was the 2018 Ford Fusion Hybrid. And it was something like, I don't know if anyone would be interested in it. I had the car for so long, though. I was like, why not make a video on it? And sure enough, that thing has 35,000 views. So I'm glad I decided to do it. I know CarGuy11.
I liked riding in it. It was a nice car.
It was nice. And funny story is, I traded one in for another one.
Yeah, instead of washing the car,
I was like, let me just see what else they have. Well, the nicest thing they had was this Ford Fusion Hybrid Titanium, and they didn't have anything else that was real nice. So I was like, heck, I'll just get another one. And it
did well on gas mileage. It did well in the snow. It was very good.
Yeah, it was good.
We have a couple more comments here. Tom, he said he got to go. He's going to watch some programs tonight. See you, Tom. Thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Blue says, did you change your tires yet? Oh, I don't like what they came with, he said. And then Carl, and who put the new tires on? So,
okay. What do you think? I'm not sure. Are you talking about Corvette? Because I changed both tires this year, and you're going to see those coming up. So we'll talk about that.
And then, sorry you won't be joining us for Detroit. Autonut said.
Yeah, for Tom. Yep.
And Carl meant the Corvette. So you did, and we're gonna go over those videos.
We're gonna let's continue.
They're more recent videos.
Yeah, this past summer anyway. So
but you can rewatch them. Check them out if you haven't seen them.
Yep. So next is the 2019 Mustang Bullet. Like I said, we did that interview in Chicago, and then we actually drove the underground roads of Chicago while we were there visiting AutoNut. He took us to the underground city. It was pretty neat because that's where the Bullet was filmed, or the pictures for marketing pictures were taken. So we drove down there. It's a little vlog, kind of cool just to see that. You don't see that every day. Then we get back into the Jeep. I did my top 5 things I love and hate about my 2015 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I worked really hard on that one, actually. That took a long time to edit. Did very well, though, 33,000 views. So definitely check out that one. I mean, it goes over a lot of the past videos that I, did, but it's kind of like a highlight. So it was pretty good. Next we have New York Auto Show. We did a live stream, and of course we do those for every major auto show. We'll do more of those
coming up.
Yes. And then let's see, we did a interior detail, of the Jeep Cherokee.
He's the best car washer in the world.
Well, I don't know about the best, but all right. And then we did one on the Jeep, the Uconnect over the air update. They started doing the updates on the Uconnect system, and then all of a sudden, they had one on USB again. So like it went backwards, and I haven't gotten one since. So I don't know what they're doing now. Let me know if you've gotten an over the air update though, for any Uconnect, Jeep, Ram, Dodge, because I have not seen one in a long time. So like they did one and then maybe like they had problems, something like that. All right, then we get the Corvette back. So that was exciting. Came back from the body shop. It was done right this time, and everything good. I had to let the paint cure. I still didn't drive it a lot for that first month, but yeah, so got it back.
Philip says, any thoughts on the curb alert? And Dean says, anybody ever get the magnetic ride upgrade on their C7? And I know you had a video on that.
Yes. So okay, first for Philip, the curb alert. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about the front cameras on the C7s. Maybe you can chime in, tell us what you mean. But Dean, yes, I did get the magnetic ride upgrade. That was a video. We'll talk about it. But yeah.
I've seen all the videos.
Yeah, definitely one to watch. It did make a huge improvement. I would highly recommend it. Now I don't know tell me what model and what year you had, because that does adjust how much of a difference it makes. So.
And I just said, while you're going through this, if anyone wants to comment on their favorite video, maybe we could delve in and talk a little more about those and skip over ones that maybe others didn't want to talk about. That might be good.
Oh, and I forgot, CarGuy11, to show the back of your shirt. This was one of her Christmas presents. Show the back. It's hashtag CarGuy11. So, oh, and if anybody wants a t-shirt, they are still on Teespring. There's a website in my video description and on the homepage. So
anybody can wear it. I kind of like it because you can't really tell
it's
specifically talking about you. It's really anybody. Car girl, car guy. So girls out there, you know, you're out there, you can get one for yourselves. We have some more comments. Dean said it was 2015. It was a C51.
I would recommend definitely getting it, because the older models especially, makes a huge difference.
And then Dean likes my CarGuy11 shirt. Thank you. I loved it. I loved all my gifts. Hope you all had a good holiday. All right. What next? What's the next video here?
Oh, nice. Hashtag CarGuy11. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? I think we're like halfway through the year, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. This starts This starts the car season. This was the first Cars and Coffee I think I went to, and this was in near your area, Greensburg. We saw a Shelby Super Snake Mustang. So that was pretty cool. I haven't seen one of these in person.
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
He just got it.
He just got it. Those are very expensive.
Oh, what are you drinking, CarGuy11?
Okay.
Are we allowed to show this?
Yeah, we can show it. I'm drinking some Reds Ale.
It tasted good. I tasted a little bit. It's not bad. Not bad. What are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking, Dan?
Dean.
Oh, Dean.
Yeah. All right. And the next video was after that. Just the changes of your logo
the changes. Well, the beard. How about that, CarGuy11?
I know. I was glad to see that go.
A lot of people like the beard. I think most people liked it, but
oh, Dean says it's bottled water.
Yeah, it's not. It's not super strong.
It's not super strong. We need him to be on tonight. And I tasted it. It's not bad. Not bad. We're not driving, so we're good.
Yep. And then also that's when I changed the logo, the CarGuy11 logo with the 2 tire tracks and the car guy. A lot of people don't know about the 11, but those are actually the tire tracks. So I don't know. I thought it was cool.
11, yeah. I liked it. I came up with that idea for the 11 tire tracks.
No.
But I wanted them in a different way. I wanted it through a car, but that's okay. Stripes through a car. Maybe next time. All right, then you went to the mid-engine.
Yeah, we talked about the C8 for the first time on the channel. That got a lot of views too, 6,000. Just the first renderings, and you know, I'm still not thrilled with it, I would say, but let's just hope when it comes out, it looks a lot better. And then we get to finally drive Greg's Z06, which again never been in the Z06 all these years, and this year I got to drive the Grand Sport and then the Z06, which was really cool. Really enjoyed that one. Definitely watch that if you haven't. Super fast, but I mean it's kind of tough to use that power on the street.
Applejack said that he also enjoyed the video of CarGuy11's reaction
to
her first ride in the Stingray.
And that's coming up.
And the vanity plate video.
Okay.
Both great ideas.
That was, that was.
And great videos. And David, hi David, saw my first CR1 today. Nice.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen many of those. I think maybe I've only seen maybe one or two on the street.
Yeah.
So the next one, since I drove all the C7s at this point, I did the which model. I reviewed all, I did a model overview and asked you guys which one. So which is the best C7. And then, of course, we have CarGuy11's reaction in my Z51.
Yeah, I thought that video went so well. I was very nervous about doing it because I'm really not a big YouTuber. I'm not CarGuy11, and it went really pretty well. It was very real. My reaction was very real, and yeah, I sort of react like that still.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that vet. I love it. It rides wonderful.
Yeah, she loves riding in it. I mean,
I was sad to see it put away for the winter.
Yeah.
Can't ride it all year round out where we live, but it's an awesome ride. I just want to drive it someday. So those fans out there that would like to see me drive it,
I need more to drink.
Let us know, because I think it could be a dream come true.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Curb alert bumper warning system, Philip says, is the parking sensor. It's placed under the bumper and gives you a warning signal when you pull into a parking spot so you don't hit the curb.
Okay, maybe like an aftermarket system. Yeah. I don't have that.
Okay.
Now the C7s on the LT, 2LT and 3LT comes standard with the front camera system. It doesn't alert you; it just shows you the cameras.
Okay, so the other comments were Blue said, "Why do they put this cheap splitter on the front of the Corvette? Just changed mine today."
Well, they put them on the Grand Sport and Z06. Now those are the plastic ones. I hope you don't have the carbon fiber one of the stage 3 package, because that would be real expensive. And in fact, Tom Gear, he has a ZR1. We're going to show you that in a bit. He had to replace his carbon fiber on a C6 ZR1, but he got an aftermarket one, much cheaper than the GM one. So
then Autonut says the honest ones are always the best.
Videos.
Oh, the honest video. Thank you, Autonut. Dano said that reaction was priceless, the best. We should have really filmed something recently happened. Me driving with this one in a Jeep that was all over the place. Dean, yes, drive it. I know, I don't understand.
But she doesn't drive manual. I would definitely let her drive it if it was an auto. But.
I can learn. It's a standard H. How hard could it be? Philip Magano says, yes, aftermarket. And Dean says, get the ACS composites one.
Okay, the splitter.
Yeah, the splitters. And Dano says, most people don't realize how much fun a Corvette is to drive.
She loves riding it. She has fun riding in it. So
if I could get away with taking the keys and driving it, that would be fine. But I know I would get a ticket or be pulled over for some other reason, and then he'd find out. So I really can't do it without.
And how fun was driving a Camaro?
I love it. I want a Camaro so bad. And I think this one would be jealous because mine would be way faster. I don't know about what you guys think, but I think I would go fast in the Camaro. Maybe someday. I'm still deciding on color. White, maroon, black, or deep gray. But I want the red accents. Yes.
Now I had to, for those OG subscribers, I had the dark gray Mustang.
So I could pay homage to it, maybe. Dano says, oh no, that's it. I think that's all our comments. Any other videos you want to go over?
Yep. Okay. So then we talk about Ford ending production of cars, which they are making true to that. They're got rid of a bunch this year. Fusion is still there. Mustang, of course, is going to stay. Then we get into track driving, the first track event of the year. That was pretty fun. First time in the advanced group, and there's some unique challenges with that. Watch that video. It's pretty cool. People went off, stuff like that.
Oh, Matt joined us, and he said that I remember watching the video of your Mustang after it was totaled. Oh,
yeah,
that's a sad video.
It is.
Very sad video.
Then we did the vanity plate video. It was pretty cool. I got one for the Jeep, one for the Corvette. I had to change it on the Jeep. Couldn't use 1-1 for 11. I had to use II because you can only have one of each in the state. So
CarGuy11 is definitely going to get a vanity plate as well when I get my Camaro or even a Stingray.
And then we drive Tom Gear's C6 ZR1. He just got that this past year. That was a fun one. Pretty rowdy. Definitely more rowdy than the C7. Meaning rowdy, meaning harder to control. It's more all over the place. So that was a fun one. Definitely watch that if you haven't. And then we get into the tires. Here's the first one on the Jeep. I replaced both tires this year. Go ahead.
Oh, and Dean says his license plate is one bad Z51.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got the Jeep tires. I had you guys help me decide if you wanted black or white letters, and most people voted for white. I like the white as well, so that's what I went with. And then we talk about the Corvette tires. pretty well worn, as you see on this thumbnail. And yeah, so I'll tell you in a minute, I guess. So I talked about that more. Well, anyway, I replaced the C7 tires for someone asked earlier.
Yes.
I went with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which are the new ones that replace the Super Sports. And we got into a conversation here. In fact, I made a video on the track of the differences. I actually feel that the Corvette, the ones that come stock on a Corvette, the run flat, Corvette special Corvette compound are a little better than the 4S's, but they are great. I mean, they're excellent in the rain, and I think we may do a video on that too. So let me just keep going here.
Yes.
Okay, Jeep, we did an LED lighting upgrade, and this replaced the halogen headlights and fog lights. They were a huge improvement, but if you just my last video, since Oxbeam has discontinued these and replaced them with another one, so get the new ones. Well, you can only get the new one. So I made a little update video this past week.
And Dean says 4S run flats.
The 4S's you cannot get in run flat. So do not have run flats on right now. So they're a little bit improved ride without the run flats. And I do have a repair kit in the back of my car with a pump as well. So in case something would happen, I do have the air pump and the repair kit. And then the next video, the white outline letters on the Jeep one. These are the Cooper Discovery AT3s. I really like these tires so far. We're gonna do a snow video soon when we get some snow.
Applejack says, still debating between the 4S's or ordering the Pilot Super Sports run flats for my Grand Sport 13, your 2013, while I can still find them. What do you think, Car Guy?
Well, I think the OEM ones you'll be able to find still. If you do any kind of track driving, I would lean towards getting the OEMs. If you're doing more road driving, the 4S's, because they're excellent in the rain. They're better than the OEMs in the rain. So that's my recommendation. And then the next video I have is driving in the rain.
I absolutely love this video. It was one of my favorites. I always tell him when we're driving in the rain, if we get caught in the vet, he gets very upset. He doesn't want his vet to get rain spots. And I love it. I think it looks amazing when it's wet, and it drives awesome in the rain. Zach says, for northern climates, have you heard if the Pilot Sport AS3 Plus are good for the C7?
I know people run it all seasons. I don't know any personally that run it. I'm sure they're fine for on road and especially the wet, but I think the 4S's are excellent in the wet. Cold, I mean, I don't know what's the coldest I've driven lately. Maybe in the 30s, 40s and 30s. I didn't find too much problems with the 4S's. Their all seasons will probably be a little better in cold. But yeah.
That depends what northern climates you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be driving it all winter or something like that, that's probably a good idea. All right, so let's see. Then I did a wheel clean video. And then I did okay, this was the Jeep new tire review, the Cooper Discovery AT3. And funny enough, these are 4S's as well. Talk about confusing. So yeah, but these tires are really good. Little bit of tire noise, or you definitely get some tire noise. They're a little bit rough with all terrain, but otherwise I really like them, and I'm looking forward to the snow. And then here we go. I did the track day review of the Michelin Pilot 4S's, and you'll see I actually got much slower time with the 4Ss.
Kirk said I enjoyed the following your channel all year to keep up all the good work, and Happy New Year to you and your wife. Thank you.
She's not my wife, but thank you. Yeah, same to you, and thanks for watching. And then let's see, I had a Chevy Equinox 2.0T as a loaner. Can't remember why. I think because I took the Corvette in since I had the Chevy here. Had the Corvette in for service, and in the next video I did the mag ride update, and so they did have it a couple of days. So definitely a worthwhile upgrade for sure.
Dean says, yeah, the Z51 brakes dust is terrible. Anybody install a different set of pads?
Yeah, okay, Dean. I did not this year, but in previous years, and you can watch them on the videos. I did the Power Stop track day pads is what I have now, which are dusty. But I also did the Z50 or can't remember the pad name now, but it was the low dust pads, and they were excellent as well. Just they couldn't really stand up to the track driving that I do, so I had to switch to the track pads. I have it here somewhere. I can't find it now, but anyway, let me move on here. Then I got to drive the 718 Cayman S, which is the 4-cylinder turbo version of the Cayman. Disappointed that they went with the 4-cylinder turbo instead of the 6. I really like the 6-cylinder sound. It was pretty powerful though. But then CarGuy11 took me to my first demolition derby, which was pretty cool. Made a video on that. No one watched it though, only 284 views. But
that was awesome. And you know what? The problem was the cars had such trouble getting through the mud. Normally they ram up against each other a billion more times, but we had so much rain and the mud was thick. But it was very cool. If you haven't watched it, it's really cute. They even have like 5-year-olds doing it. Might want to check that out. Back to Blue. What do you think about the double rear diffusers fins for looks from the ACS?
I don't think I'm a fan of those. I've seen them. I can't say I've seen them in person. I've seen pictures.
I don't know. Do we watch basketball? The Raptors have beat the Heat.
I don't really watch basketball.
And then Applejacks also said I put the Werner thermal quiets on my C5. They have next to zero brake dust. Pretty incredible. Dean said thanks. And Zach said, how was the turbo lag on the 718? Yeah,
there was some turbo lag, and I do talk about it in the video, so definitely check that one out. I mean, I love the Cayman. I don't like that engine. I don't like the turbos. I don't like the turbos in a lot of engines, actually. But yeah, so we talked about demo derby. Oh, and then I did a video on my dad's 1986 Alfa Romeo Spider, and that was pretty cool. I've never made a video on it. He's had it for many years, and he always talks about selling it. So I made a video just so it's out there for anyone that would be interested. But so far, no one's really contacted me about it, so it stays in the family. And got a couple more?
No.
Okay. Okay, and then we start on the cross-country videos. And these, you know, I talk about our whole route. This was a lot of fun. Tom Gear and I did.
Thanks, Dana. Dana enjoyed the Alpha video. Applejack says, regarding another Corvette vacation or road trip, consider joining us for the Black Hills Corvette Classic to Black Hills in July. You wouldn't be disappointed.
Okay. I'm not sure where that's at, but thanks, Applejack. So I'll have to look into that.
South Dakota, I think. And Dean, what was your favorite stop on your trip? You could watch some of the videos. He does talk about a few of the favorites. You liked some of those parks.
I mean, yeah,
Zion
the
Park?
Zion was probably my favorite park. Of course, I love California. I love the canyon roads as far as driving, Angeles Crest. So then I do make a video about getting prepped for the trip, what every Corvette needs. Then I also got my Corvette ceramic coated. So that was something I considered. I put 7,700 miles on, so I was a little bit worried. Still did get a few stone chips, but it did help protect it. It was easy to wash, stuff like that. Then I had to do. I did the trip sum up, and I did how much gas I used, how many miles I did, so stuff like that. Um, Dan says the trip was epic. I'm so envious. Yes, yeah, it was. It was an awesome trip. It was one to remember. Definitely don't know when I would be able to do that again. Took 2 weeks off of work, so but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I got to meet a lot of you guys out there, more than I thought. I talk about it in the videos, but that was really cool. So
Dean says great fuel economy on the trip.
yeah, I hit like 30 miles per gallon doing like 85 on the flats in Utah. So yeah, these cars are unbelievable on the highway. So
Zach says thanks for the tip to use the roadtripper.com. Planning the next one now.
Yep, and I have to give credit to Tom Gear for that. He planned the whole trip. All the stops, the whole route. He loves doing that stuff. So yeah, he did a great job there. So I have 3 videos, 3-part series of all the 2 weeks. I know it was pretty quick, but and they're the longest videos I've ever made. Decent views, I guess, especially the first one, but kind of trailed off after that. But if during this break, if anybody wants to watch like a movie type thing, watch all 3 in series, and yeah, they're pretty good.
Dean said Tom did a hell of a job planning it out.
Yeah, he did great. So, and that he loves doing that stuff. So all the power to him. I just like showing up and and following a plan. So and then I did an autocross. Yeah, I always like to do at least one autocross every year. This was a fast one, a fast autocross. Was a fun course, so that was pretty cool. We did a live stream on the cross country trip with Tom and I. So that went long, lots of questions, lots of good stories from the trip. So that was a lot of fun. All right. Then we start having some problems with the Jeep. I had no AC, my blower went out, but it wasn't a blower. It was you have to watch it, but it was a whole string of events. I couldn't figure out the problem. I finally did at the end. But it was pretty crazy.
Do you want to know, did Tom ever fix the car issues he had on the trip?
Yes, he did fix them, not on the trip, after the trip. He took it in, they replaced his cats, and that was under warranty, and then he had to replace a wheel sensor for the ABS and traction control. Next, we have some little problems with the Corvette. One start with the the keyless fob battery went out, and I made another video of how to replace it, and pretty easy on them, and batteries to buy, stuff like that. And then I made I had some Jeep issues, so I had my brother got the 4-cylinder turbo Cherokee, which I test drove. It is more powerful than the V6. Surprisingly, I was pretty surprised about that. It's pretty good engine, pretty torquey, not a lot of turbo lag. So I did a review on that. Also then did a live stream on the LA Auto Show, which of course we do that always for the auto shows. And then I started a CarGuy11 live series, and that's what you're watching now. The first one, I talk about getting into the media days at Detroit, and some of the ones I was looking forward to seeing there.
Okay, some of the comments. Zach said, I've heard the C8 will be even lower than the C7. Any concerns about scraping?
Oh. Well, yes, I do have concerns because my driveway is pretty sloped, and I have actually an old video on that about scraping on my driveway. So if it is lower, yes, I will have a concern. But I seem to believe or think that they'll still have the adjustable suspension as far as being able to adjust the ride height in the C8 as well. And they're still, they're not gonna. I can't believe it's gonna be as low as some of the other supercars out there. So we'll have to see what happens. Okay, so then I had the V6, the V6 Cherokee, and of course mine is a V6, but it's a Trailhawk. This was comparing of the limited V6 to the base model Cherokee as well, the turbo versus the V6 in a true comparison, and that was pretty neat too. So any Jeep fans out there have plenty of Jeep content. And then the next CarGuy11 Live, we talk about the C8 being delayed, among other things. And then I do have a video on the major issue I did have with the Cherokee, and I go into the details of exactly what happened. So watch that if you are interested. I did another CarGuy11 Live, and I'm doing these weekly Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. So they usually aren't this long. It's about an hour now. We're going to be finishing up here, but usually less than a half an hour or so.
We had a couple comments. Someone said the number of people watching this. Actually, some people watch live, and then we get a lot of playback the next day or so. Sometimes the time just doesn't work for everyone. And AutoNut says as long as the tires are all the way out to the ends, lower isn't a problem. It's approach and departure angles. And then what's that say? I don't know.
Because CarGuy11 and CarGirl11 rock. Thank you,
Dean.
And then the last video just from last week was, again, I did the update to the LED headlights. Oxbeam has discontinued the old ones and replaced them with new ones, and it is a nice improvement. So check that out if you're a Jeep fan. And there will be one more video this Saturday, which will be the last video of 2018, and it's kind of a fun one. Maybe we can spill it.
Yeah. Just one quick comment. Applejack says thanks for sharing all your videos. One really enjoyed these live streams. He's really enjoyed these live streams. Glad CarGuy11 joined with this one. He did a fantastic job. Thanks. I don't think I am doing that great, but I'm not supposed to be a pro. I'm just joining because it's the holiday season, and I really enjoy being in his videos, but I don't want to hurt them in any way. AutoNut said, rumor has it AutoNut is your favorite live guest on video chats. Yes, he is. Overwhelmingly.
AutoNut, yeah, he's a good support.
I'm a big fan of his.
Check out his channel too. His GTO and GTJ videos.
Yeah. James, thanks guys. I'll watch the Jeep ones. He likes the Jeep. Good. That's good. We got lots of those. And Dean says you're doing an awesome job. Oh, thank you, Dean.
She's doing a good job, and it's tough. But there's a lot of comments.
It's a lot. We got a lot of screens going, and I'm a school teacher. I'm not used to doing something like this.
But anyway, the last video of the year, I got a Wrangler to drive, so that was pretty interesting. And actually, CarGuy11 rode in it and drove in it.
I drove it, yeah. There's quite a difference between the driving and the riding in it. Riding in it, it feels like you're going to go forward through the window and die a young death, and a brutal one. But driving it, when I got in it initially, the steering I thought was broken because when you turn it, nothing happens and you're waiting and there's a lot of wobble to it. If you're not used to driving like an off-roading vehicle, which I'm not used to driving, it's very hard to control.
Yeah.
And you feel like you have no control. But it was pretty funny. I think we should have.
We didn't film that part.
We should have filmed that because that was awesome.
I did film a review that will be this week's video.
But overall, Saturday. It's a nice car. Nice car.
Yeah.
For those of you that have it. CarGuy11 is awesome, AutoNut says. Please do another one in the near future. I'll try, but I go to bed. This is way past my bedtime.
We're just off, so.
And Dano says, do you plan to participate in the Corvette Museum anniversary next year? I hadn't heard of it. It's a blast, end of August. We caravan, so much fun. I would love to go there.
Yeah, remind me about that, Dan, because I've not gone to that event at all, and yeah, I'll be there. This year I was on my cross country trip. But
end of August, I wouldn't be able to go, but he would love it. Dean says, "Thanks."
Stay
Dean.
tuned.
Thanks, Dean.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, thanks, Dean. We're very happy. We appreciate your comments.
But anyway, guys, I know this was a long one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And, you know, if you're off, you get to, you know, enjoy some time and watch YouTube. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I got to catch up on a lot of YouTube. So
enjoy some time with your loved ones. Go shopping if you haven't already. Check out the store. Great gift.
And watch the old videos if you're behind.
I watch them all the time.
So
thanks again. Thanks for your support. We appreciate it. Have a happy new year.
Yep. Happy New Year. I'm excited for 2019. So definitely some fun stuff planned and looking forward to.
And I'm going to drive the van.
All right, guys. Good night. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.